the leadership qualities. Was there anything that would have said to you that this is a prime minister in the making?
Taxi business, which he tried to lever the people, talking about two taxes. Not so he graduated, and when I went to look for him, I said, "What you doing?" He said, "I'm in the taxi business." I said, "How is it?" I said, "I have 30 taxis."
All right, guys, welcome to another exclusive feature from BOJ TV. Of course, I'm Karen Spence, and right now we are coming to you from St. Elizabeth, Goshen, St. Elizabeth, and we have with us on set. A lot of you will immediately recognize him. He is Mr. Morris Holness. I will come back to that. How are you, Mr. Morris Holness?
Not bad at all, Karen. I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up.
All right, boy. We got an invitation at the media at the newsroom. About an event that you're keeping here in Goshen. We came and we thought it was just going to be a little thing with some kids running around, but we come out here and we see a sun splash. What's happening here, Mr. Wallace?
Yes, a relatively impromptu venture. My last son, Kevin Mark Holness, aka Mighty Mystic, who loves Jamaica, loves his people, called me saying that he wants to do something for his community to alleviate some of the after Melissa stress. And he's here now, and we have arranged this session, which is now in session.
All right. I got the notification probably about 24 hours ago, and I recognize that. Is it something that was in the making for a very long time?
No, as I said a while ago, it was impromptu. Hurricane Melissa was just around the corner there. And, the foreigners, where he is also, it's very interesting what's happening in Jamaica. And he's from here, loves his yard, and wanted to do his part. So it has been just a week since he called me, but I was in action trying to clear up with my power saw to clear up the rubble which was around me. So I just kept going to get the place in order. And he's here today, and the people are enjoying themselves in reverence, knowing that our brothers and sisters in the West, didn't come out as clearly as us.
And as you would know, as a former member of parliament for the area, I'm familiar with a number of the faces that I'm seeing. How did you get the word out so fast? So, these varying communities that I'm seeing persons representing here today.
Yes, well, word of mouth, which I did, and of course, that in these country communities, there's quite good linkage with persons. So I was pleasantly surprised when I said, I don't think I'm going to get this thing out at this very short notice. But he said, the amount of persons he's hearing, the thing is going out. But I employed the gentleman who drives around and gives announcement, and I voiced it and let him know. And so the person I've known, plus my son had put it on the internet, the Jamaican community, whatever it is. And the people are out, and we're expecting more as the night goes on.
All right. So those of the viewers, who have not recognized by now, I told you I'm talking to Mr. Morris Holness. Mr. Morris Holness is actually the father of our present Prime Minister, Mr. Andrew Michael Holness. How does it feel to be the father of the Prime Minister?
It feels very normal to me because I'm just a father of a son. I accept the responsibility of guiding him, and of guiding him as a God-fearing person in the fear of God. And as time went by, he has increased in stature and in knowledge and in wisdom and in the fear of God, and which has enhanced his performance. So my role is really to guide him, not in his political thing, but his spiritual life. So that is be better off handling the people.
In growing up, did you from a young age, did he this?
He loved education. We just need to have a reasonable amount of education. As a matter of fact, one of the times when he failed, I think, one or two subjects in his A level, he came to look for me, and I saw him looking slim and worrying himself. So I told him, don't worry, you're just getting mad each day, so don't worry, just fight back again, and do it all over. But apart from that, he was very entrepreneurial. I was in the pig business, and he was helping me here along with his other siblings. and saw that we weren't really making much money. And he said to me one day, Daddy, you have an empty storeroom there. Uh, would you let us make some bag juice and you go and sell them? I said, no matter with that, we'll fight them. And another incident, when he was about to graduate, he came to me and said, could you sponsor me to buy two taxis because I've checked out and from my home to Spanish Town Center, I could work, get some money. I said to him again, forget that, go ahead and do your levels and then you can come back out and work on. Of course, this taxi business, which he tried to leverage the people, talking about two taxis. Not go. So he graduated, and when I went to look for him, I said, "What you doing?" He said, "I'm in the taxi business." Let me say, "How is it?" I said, "I have 30 taxis on the road, and somebody will have to come up." But I'm going to get out of the business and go to something else.
Okay. All right. So I have you made mention briefly about being a farmer. Talk to me because I remember you when I was member of parliament. You know, you being a farmer, and you know later what you tell me about you being an educator as well.
Yes, well, I am a farmer, and farmer doesn't mean that you're not educated.
Yes.
Some of my friends told me that people are just talking his father is just a farmer. I am a proud farmer, and don't feel disrespect if anybody disrespect the farming.
Yes.
Who feeds the country. Apart from that, I did a first degree in agriculture, so I'm a graduate in agriculture.
Okay.
Plus, I didn't complete the course, so I switched and did a management studies degree, totally different from the science that I was, and I really have a degree in management studies, but I've hardly used it. I've kept up with my farming. When you design and born for something, you just got to go with it. And I have journeyed on with it. It's a soldier work. You have to fear and love God and love nature and keep fighting with the farming.
Yes.
Yes.
Earlier when we were talking, a little earlier, you were telling me that you taught my mother at States. In terms of being an educator, what were the subjects that you taught at States?
I taught agricultural science, chemistry, and biology.
Yes.
Those are three main subjects.
Yes. And you were telling me that you dabbled with football at one point.
Yes, at States, of course, I was a teacher, but I was pretty exposed to sports. My brother, Bevin Holness, was the fastest schoolboy in Jamaica just prior to that. And the sprinters, Ali time and I tried and Styles, you know. So I was at Clarendon College, but when we went to beach, I used to run away and leave him on the beach. So when I left Clarendon, well, at Monroe, he put me on the athletics team, So I went to champs at Monroe.
Yeah.
So basically that was, my trainer thought good. So if you could just repeat the last part, I think.
Yes. No, man. I was just saying that I know that you dabbled in football and things. So
Yes, so I know a bit of the football, and I have good relationships with the guys. And football, you need to be motivated. Apart from coaching and skills, you need motivation.
Yeah.
So the principal at one time called me up and said, Holness, you're in charge of the team, of the management of the team, and I want these guys to be motivated. Go to Kingston, buy the new uniform, and buy the best. And that's what I did on Carrick Park. And I sure motivated him. I think I wanted back of that year.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
all right. In terms of the farming, though, you said to me earlier as well that you're not in the pig farming again. Is it something there are challenges in it? You want to tell me about it, and why you said that you advise youngsters to go into it?
Yes, the pig farming is not a joke, It's high cash incentive, you got to feed them, very expensive. The profit margin is very narrow. You have to come through with good skills